The Buyer's Guide. Let me tell you something that is going to make every drone creator watching this video slightly jealous. While you are sitting wherever you are right now, Europe, North America, Australia, doesn't matter, waiting for the DJI Avata 360 to even be available to order, I am going to have it in my hands, fully charged, already flying. And the footage, it will be on this channel before most of you have even received a shipping confirmation. That is not a flex. That is just the reality of being based in China when DJI launches a drone. And today, we now have everything we need to understand exactly what this launch looks like. Full confirmed pricing across every package, 2 separate official release dates, and a behind-the-scenes strategy shift at DJI that nobody is really talking about, but should be. Stay with me until the end of this video, because the last thing I am going to share with you explains why this particular launch feels completely different from any DJI release in recent memory. It is not just a new drone. Something bigger is happening. Let's get into it. Why this drone is different before we talk numbers, let me make sure we are all on the same page about what the DJI Avata 360 actually is. Because if you walked into this video cold, you might be wondering why the drone world is treating this thing like a moment. The Avata 360 is DJI's first drone designed specifically around spherical footage. Not action footage, not cinematic wide, spherical. Think of it like strapping an Insta360 camera to a drone that was engineered from the ground up to carry it, stabilize it, and make the whole experience feels seamless. The concept is simple. You fly it, you capture everything, and in post-production, you decide where the virtual camera was looking. Left, right, straight up, straight down. It is all in the file. You are essentially building the shot after the fact, not while you are flying. Why does that matter? Because for creators, it eliminates one of the biggest sources of missed shots in drone footage. You do not have to perfectly time the gimbal, perfectly nail the angle, or fly the drone twice because you were looking the wrong direction. One clean flight pass, and the whole sphere is yours. That is a fundamentally different creative workflow, and it is why so many serious creators have been waiting for this to arrive. The Avata 2 showed us DJI was serious about this category. The Avata 360 is DJI going all in. The pricing we just got confirms that they want this to reach a wide audience, not just the elite end of the market, and that makes what I'm about to tell you even more interesting. Full pricing breakdown. A European web store just listed the complete Avata 360 lineup, and the pricing tells us a great deal about how DJI is thinking about this product. Let me walk you through every option so you know exactly which one is built for your situation. First up, drone only at €459. This is the entry point, and honestly, it is a well-positioned one. No controller, no goggles, just the aircraft. Now, that might sound incomplete at first, and technically it is, but this SKU exists specifically for people who are already invested in the DJI ecosystem. If you have got an RC2 controller sitting in your bag from a previous drone, this is how you get into the Avata 360 without paying for hardware you already own. €459 for a spherical drone of this capability is genuinely competitive. Do not sleep on this option if you are already a DJI user. Next, the Fly More combo with RC2 at €939. This is the sweet spot package for most creators, and it is very easy to see why. You get the drone, you get the full-screen RC2 controller, the one we saw in that leaked image with the spherical preview interface right on the screen, and you get extra batteries and the accessories bundle that makes this a proper all-day shooting kit. The RC2 brings the full virtual camera experience DJI has been developing. You are looking at a touch screen showing you a live spherical preview, and you are making framing decisions before you even land the drone. That is a powerful combination. Then there is the Motion Fly More combo, also at €939. Same price as the RC2 package, but this pairs the drone with the RC Motion 3 controller and the brand new goggles N3. Same cost, completely different flying experience. This one is for the FPV-leaning pilots. The immersive, first-person feel of actually being inside the flight, combined with motion controls that let you steer with your hands and wrists rather than traditional sticks. For the right creator, this setup is absolutely exhilarating. If you have ever flown FPV and loved it, this is your path into spherical footage. Finally, the premium combo at €1,159. This is the top of the lineup, and it gives you everything. Goggles N3 and RC2 controller together in one box. Maximum flexibility. You can switch between immersive FPV-style flying and traditional screen-based precision control without buying anything extra. For working creators who know they will use both modes regularly, this is the package that will actually save money versus buying accessories separately down the line. It is a strong offer at that price point. Now here is my honest take. If I am buying this drone and I already own compatible DJI gear, I am going straight for the €459 drone only. If I am starting fresh, the RC2 Fly More at €939 is the obvious choice. The premium combo is only worth it if you genuinely see yourself using both control styles. Simple as that. But the accessories pricing, and specifically one accessory in particular, is where things get really interesting. Accessories and the battery bombshell. Let us talk accessories, because this is where DJI made a decision that I genuinely did not see coming, and it tells us a lot about how they are thinking about the Avatar 360 as a product for long-term use, not just a launch day purchase. Intelligent flight battery, €79. That is the confirmed price for a replacement Avatar 360 battery. Now, here is why that number matters. The Avatar 2 battery, the previous flagship in this line, costs around €100 and carries 31.8 watt-hours of capacity. The Avatar 360 battery is reported at 38.6 watt-hours, more energy storage, bigger battery, and yet DJI is charging €20 less for it. Think about that for a second. On a newer, more complex, more processing-intensive drone, DJI is selling you a larger battery for less money. That almost never happens in consumer electronics, let alone in the drone market. What does that signal? I believe it signals that DJI wants multi-battery ownership to be the default for this drone, not the exception. The Avatar 360, by its nature, is a drone you will want to fly multiple times in a session. You are capturing spherical data, experimenting with shots, covering events or landscapes comprehensively. Running out of battery mid-session is a real operational problem. By pricing the battery at €79 instead of €100 or more, DJI is actively reducing the barrier to owning 3 or 4 of them. That is a practical, pro-creator decision, and I respect it. Replacement lens kit at €21 per lens. This might be even more significant than the battery pricing, because it represents something DJI has not historically embraced: user serviceability. The lenses on the Avatar 360 are designed to be replaced by the user. No service center, no shipping the drone back, no waiting weeks for a repair. You scratch a lens on a low pass, you order a replacement, it shows up, you swap it in minutes. Done. €21. That is a consumable item, not a catastrophic repair cost. For working drone operators, that is the difference between a drone that is out of service for 3 weeks and a drone that is flying again tomorrow. Propellers at €9. Standard. Nothing unusual there, but consistent with the overall affordability message DJI is sending with this entire accessory lineup. The cumulative picture from these prices is clear. DJI wants operators to own multiple batteries, feel safe flying aggressively knowing lenses are cheap to replace, and keep total operating costs reasonable over time. That is a product designed for regular sustained use, not a shelf trophy. Launch dates and the new DJI playbook. Now, let us talk about how DJI is actually launching this thing, because the timeline they have set up is genuinely unlike anything they have done before. And when you understand the full picture, it becomes clear that this is not an accident. This is a deliberate strategy shift. There are 2 confirmed release dates. March 26th is when the Avatar 360 goes live in China. The drone appears in the Chinese webshop, available to order and in many cases to receive almost immediately. Then April 9th is the global launch. That is when customers outside of Asia can finally place an order. A 2-week gap between regional launches is not unusual for DJI. The unusual part is how explicitly and how early they confirmed both dates. DJI typically drops a teaser exactly 7 days before a product launch. That is the pattern. 7 days of hype, then the product arrives. It is reliable, it is predictable, and it has worked well for them for years. This time, DJI announced the Avatar 360 16 days before the China launch date. That is more than double the standard window. Why would they do that? Why give the market 16 days to sit with a product announcement instead of 7? The answer, according to Jasper Ellens at Drone DXL, whose sourcing on DJI products has been consistently strong, is creator content. A source has told him that an enormous amount of creator videos are going to drop in the days leading up to the official launch. Read between the lines. DJI seeded early access units to selected creators under NDA, gave them weeks to film and edit, and timed the embargo lift to coincide with the announcement window. Those 16 days are not marketing hype. They are production time. DJI gave creators the runway they needed to produce high-quality content that would hit all at once and make the March 26th launch land with maximum cultural impact. This is a new playbook from DJI. Historically, they relied on spec reveals and trailers to drive launch excitement. Now, they are investing in the creator economy itself, seeding real units, trusting creators with early access, and letting authentic footage do the work that polished marketing videos used to do. That is a meaningful shift, and it is one of the reasons the energy around this launch feels different from recent DJI releases. It is not just hype. There is real footage out there already. We just have not seen it yet. What the RC2 leak already confirmed. If you have been following this channel, you already know about the RC2 screen image that leaked a few weeks ago. If you are new here, quick summary. An image appeared online showing an RC2 controller actively connected to an Avatar 360 unit in flight. The screen showed real-time telemetry data, a live spherical preview interface, and detailed flight information. It was not a render. It was not a mock-up. It was a real production unit being actively flown by a real person. At the time, I ran the numbers from that screen and calculated a real-world flight time of approximately 18 minutes based on the battery percentage and remaining flight time shown. The screen read 74% remaining with 13 minutes and 28 seconds of flight time left. Do the math and you land at around 18 minutes of real-world flight from a full charge. Now that we have the confirmed battery spec, 38.6 watt-hours on a drone of this size and processing load, that 18-minute figure tracks perfectly. It is consistent, it is credible, and it sets reasonable expectations for what buyers will actually experience in the field. What else did that RC2 screen tell us? It showed 36 GPS satellites locked. 36. That is an exceptional GPS lock for any drone, let alone a consumer product. It suggests the Avatar 360's positioning system is operating with significantly more redundancy than most drones in this category. In practical terms, that means more stable hover in challenging conditions, more reliable return-to-home behavior, and better performance at the edge cases where most drones struggle. The interface itself was clean, stable, and production-ready. No placeholder text, no debug overlays, no rough edges. That drone was finished, and now the 16-day announcement window and the NDA creator units confirm exactly what that image implied. The Avatar 360 has been ready for some time. DJI did not announce on March 10th because the drone was ready on March 10th. They announced on March 10th because March 10th was strategically optimal. That is a confident company managing a confident product launch, and the Goggles N3 appearing in the combo packages is genuinely new information from today. The RC2 leak showed controller compatibility, but now we have the full FPV ecosystem picture. N3 goggles plus RC motion, 3 plus Avatar, 360 is a complete immersive spherical flight system. That is a compelling setup. US buyers and the FCC reality check. Let me speak directly to the American viewers watching this for a moment, because your situation with the April 9th global launch is a little more complicated than everyone else's, and I want to be straight with you about that rather than gloss over it. April 9th is the confirmed global launch date, and that almost certainly includes the United States for ordering purposes. Whether it includes smooth, frictionless shipping and delivery is a different question. The ongoing regulatory environment around DJI in the US, specifically the status of DJI on the FCC entity list and the various legislative actions that have been moving through Congress, creates additional complexity for American customers that simply does not apply to buyers in the EU, UK, Australia, or most of Asia. I covered this topic in significant detail in a dedicated video. The link is in the description below, and I genuinely recommend watching it if you are US-based and planning to purchase. Not because I want to alarm you. The situation is nuanced and it continues to evolve, but informed buyers make better decisions, and going into a €900 or €1,100 purchase with a clear picture of the regulatory context is always better than going in blind. Check the description for that video. It will give you everything you need to make the right call for your situation. For everyone else in the world, Europe, UK, Canada, Australia, Asia outside China, April 9th is your day. Mark it in your calendar and decide in advance which package you want. Because if DJI's recent launches are any guide, certain configurations sell out quickly, and shipping estimates can stretch by several weeks if you are in a second or third allocation wave. the China Advantage and final CTA. Alright, let me bring this full circle, because I want to make sure you leave this video understanding why what happens on this channel between March 26th and April 9th actually matters to you as a creator, even if you are watching from somewhere that will not have this drone for weeks after I do. The gap between China's March 26th launch and the rest of the world's April 9th ordering date is approximately 2 weeks. Then add shipping time on top of that. Most creators outside Asia will realistically have an Avatar 360 in their hands in late April at the earliest, and more likely May for anyone in a later shipping wave. That is 6 to 8 weeks from now. I will have it on March 26th. What does that mean for you? It means that when you are making your final purchasing decision, deciding whether to go drone only or fly more, RC2 or motion, premium or standard, you are not going to be making that decision based on DJI's marketing video or an NDA creator's carefully curated sponsored content. You are going to make it based on a real flight test, real battery life numbers from actual airtime, an honest assessment of the spherical footage quality, and a straight answer to the question, is this drone worth the money? That review will be on this channel before most people in the world have received their unit. That is the value. That is the reason to subscribe right now if you have not already. I started this channel specifically because of the early access advantage that comes with being based in China. Every major DJI launch, I get weeks ahead of the global market. The Avatar 360 is the most significant DJI product in years, possibly the most significant since the original Mavic changed what consumer drones could be. And this channel is going to cover it with the depth and honesty it deserves before anyone else gets theirs delivered. So here is where we stand. DJI Avatar 360, drone only at 459 euros. Fly More RC 2 combo at 939 euros. Motion Fly More also at 939 euros. Premium combo with both controllers and goggles at 1,159 euros. Battery at 79 euros with more capacity than the Avatar 2 for 20 euros less. User replaceable lenses at 21 euros. Propellers at 9 euros. March 26th in China. April 9th for the rest of the world. 16 days of official pre-launch with an enormous wave of creator content coming. And on March 26th, I will have it flying. Now I want to hear from you in the comments below. Which package are you seriously considering? The drone only if you are already in the DJI ecosystem? The RC2 Fly More as your first proper spherical kit? Or are you going all in with the premium combo for maximum flexibility? Drop it in the comments. And if you genuinely have not subscribed yet, this is the moment. The first flight is coming, the first honest review is coming, and it is coming to this channel first.